Tony and Dak, and in today's episode, we're going to be mock drafting for our own teams. You've seen us give a deep dive into the teams or the players that we need or the positions that we need in our last video of how we can win this mock draft as a team. Now you're going to see us try to execute that plan. The Raiders have 11 picks in their draft, and the Niners have 6. I'm not sure how many rounds this mock draft will go because I've never done this way. It's on Pro Football Network. You can do a multiplayer draft, so that's what we're doing. Hope this goes well, and if it does, we might do it again later in the future, just to simplify things with a full mock draft. But or maybe even we throw some fans in and have them mock draft for their own teams too. So keep that in mind. Have all that fun stuff in the back of your head. But right now, let's get to that's the wrong scene. Let's get to the mock draft. So draft now. The draft begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So let us see how this will go. Obviously, the Raiders have the #1 overall pick. Perfect. So it'll obviously already still pop up the trade offers. If you've never used this website, they have trade offers pop up for every pick, different teams, different all that fun stuff. If you hear any stuff in my background, I apologize. Our maintenance people are riding around on their four-wheelers and things. But obviously, I'm taking Fernando Mendoza. Let's not be silly about this. What in the world? Did you see that?
No, I did not. Who went that early?
Carnell Tate went at #2. Hold on, I'm scrolling back up. Carnell Tate went at #2, and then the Jets traded for the #3 overall pick and drafted David Bailey. That's a little crazy.
So
Um,
I have a trade offer.
yeah.
To move back to 31 and I get a 2027 New England fourth.
Hmm.
I'm going to reject that because I'm moving back 4 spots. I'm not really getting much value out of the 4 spots because 31 is still the first round. I would like more value than a next year's fourth.
Yeah.
Um, Now, that being said, the Dolphins offered pick 30 and give me pick 75 in this year's draft. I really like that, and I think that I could get the player that I want 3 picks later. So I'm going to accept that.
Okay. Let's see. Did you still
Um,
get your guy? Oh,
no,
darn
did not.
it.
But
Who'd you want?
but
Omar Cooper.
I was gonna Omar Cooper later on, but that is okay.
Oh, Ty Simpson went to the Browns at
Oh, wow,
24. This
that's
mock draft is cracked out.
on
Anyways,
something.
this is
I could
fun.
move back to pick 45 in a 2027. We're gonna reject that.
You can also just
Um,
hide it and then do your pick as well.
all right. So at 30 here, um, I really,
You
you
could get
know,
your offensive tackle that you were talking about in Caden Proctor.
yeah, I really like Caden Proctor. Just because, um, Trent Williams, man, we don't really know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
And I think Caden Proctor could be a spot
I mean, he's
here.
6'7", 366 pounds,
So
so
yeah, that's Trent Williams replacement. I like it.
a
And
big
we
boy.
got another pick out of this, so I'm drafting Caden Proctor.
Wow.
Emmanuel McNeil Warren was still there, but
And Max Ian Atchor went. Then Emmanuel McNeil Warren went, and then Chris Bell. I also have some trade offers for from the Jags and the Eagles, but I'm not interested. As the Raiders, we already have plenty of draft picks, and if you're not going to give me the value, I'm not going to be interested. So plenty of players on the board that I am interested in. Denzel Boston is interesting. I mentioned having a big winner, big winner, big receiver with jump ball versatility, um, or ability more like. But I also mentioned needing defense in a big way. TJ Parker's here. Colton Hood is here. Colton Hood is interesting um, because I think the Raiders could still benefit from adding a cornerback in this draft. I have 17 seconds, so I need to just get to it. I'm going to draft Jacob Rodriguez. I'm a big fan of his. D'Angelo Pons is interesting. I just don't think I can draft somebody that with that stature and profile. Um, that early. Say what you will. Jacob Rodriguez is now a Raider, so that's two things off of our board. Fernando Mendoza and adding defense for the Raiders, Jacob Rodriguez, and the Niners taking Caden Proctor. Back on the board at number 58 is Dak.
I don't necessarily like that, but Dallas is offering a
Lee
92 and a
Hunter's there.
2020. Dallas is offering me a 2027 second round pick right now.
Holy crap. I mean, that's
Um,
great, but any 49ers fan that's watching is like, what the heck are we doing here, dude? I mean, that's still a
um,
really good trade, but
I have to accept it. I'm getting a 2027 in the next round, and I'm getting pick 92. So I'm getting a second.
so
Sorry,
Dak is moving
guys.
all
That's
over the board.
insane. That is insane. I just picked up a second next year.
Oh wow, hold on. The Texans offered me draft pick 69 and 141 for 67 and 208. So I would be moving back 2 spots, and I'd be moving up 60 spots, 67 spots. So right now, the players that I'd be interested in are Keontae Scott, AJ Halsey, Ted Hurst is still there, who is somebody I mentioned in that video. Kamari Ramsey. I think I'm going to take this trade and make it so that I have. I guess I don't move up any in terms of picks, but I still have the guy. The Texans are back in my offering again. And I
Calling
didn't
your
lose
phone.
any guy that I wanted. So AJ Halsey's still there. Traden Stukes. Also, I didn't see him. 6'2", 200 pounds. That's insane. I think here I have to go AJ Halsey though, because of he's a safety. This is somebody that I forgot to mention in my other video or our other video. But pick 57, pick 57, pick 51. I mean, obviously the draft is going a little wonkadoodle. But it's between do I take AJ Halsey or do I take Ted Hurst? I gotta go 8. 6', 222 pounds. AJ Halsey, welcome to the Raiders. Hopefully, nope. Ted Hurst went to the Browns. Literally the next pick. um, so we will not be having a high input pick from me in terms of receiver.
I um hmm, I wanted to take Joshua Joseph, um,
Is he
but
there?
I believe he went to 71.
Hmm.
Um, so I am going to take. I mentioned we needed safety. I
Mm-hmm.
mentioned
Ooh,
um,
I see somebody right
so
there.
I'm looking at Kamari Ramsey,
Mm-hmm.
6 foot 205, reminds me a lot of who I was talking about earlier in Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Um,
Mm-hmm.
can he help in the run game? I have no idea.
Yeah, he's
Um,
He's a guy that's a good tackler. His Senior Bowl mess thing says his smooth foot speed, and tempo oscillation was regularity in off-man one-on-ones and in team drills. He triggered downhill quickly, maintained angle discipline, and showed off his ability to weave past blockers to make stops.
yeah, he is a Niner. And then I got a 92 from a pick from trade that I had earlier.
Ooh, I
So
see an interesting player right there,
we're gonna
Zachariah
reject
Branch.
that. Reject that. And I do like Zachariah Branch. The only problem is he's a Georgia receiver. I don't
Mm.
want him anywhere near Brandon Ayuk. So we're going to take Elijah Surratt. Because again, I think he can just fill in the role of Mike Evans really well.
Wow, Big Citrus fell out of the top 100. Crazy. So yeah, ended up being a 3-round mock draft. Um, we took Fernando Mendoza, Jacob Rodriguez, and AJ Halsey. And the 49ers went and took Caden Proctor, Kamari Ramsey, and Elijah Surratt, and added a Dallas second rounder, which is kind of crazy for next year. Um, Hope you guys enjoyed this shorter video. Figured we would try something new. And I don't think I've ever seen anybody do it like this either. So this is kind of fun. We can also do it again in the future with more full mock draft, that kind of thing. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, let us know down below. Let us know what you guys think of this format and all that kind of stuff. And if we messed up, if you're a 49ers fan or a Raiders fan, do you think we took somebody we shouldn't have or missed out on somebody that we should have taken? All that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you guys in the next video, a deep dive Giants offseason. So, see you guys then.